Hello out there in cryptocurrency land. Welcome back to Real Crypto. Thank you for joining me once again today. All right, so we've broken down from that bear flag that we were talking about. And with the breakdown from that bear flag, we are now living underneath the 200-day moving average. This is the first time that Bitcoin has been living underneath the 200-day moving average in a very, very long time. Now, we did have this spike low with this 6,000 bottom, and we spiked higher. However, the 200-day moving average has steadily been rising. Currently, I'm not sure what the price is right now. Yeah, it's 9,083, I think is what it is. So 9,100 is basically what the 200-day moving average is. If you're not familiar, the 200-day moving average is a very long-term gauge of the price of Bitcoin, and it tends to, when it gets overexerted to the upside, it tends to cause tops, and when it's overexerted to the downside, it tends to cause bottoms. But when you're around the 200-day moving average, you're basically in a very equal price, kind of an equilibrium price for Bitcoin. The problem is you don't make money when the 200-day moving average is near your price, okay? And based on current market action, we are in a downtrend. So by breaking beneath the 200-day moving average, you will almost anticipate it to have a similar behavior to it when we broke down from this 50-day moving average, okay? Notice we chopped a little bit around the 50-day moving average before heading lower, and we chopped around the 200-day moving average before heading lower. And unlike this 6,000 level, we didn't pause before we went down, the 200-day moving average. This isn't much of a pause, okay? We came down and spiked heavily. We're not seeing the same similar action here. This is a gradual sell-off, a much more gradual sell-off than the 6,000 level, which basically indicates the market is comfortable down here. The market's comfortable down at these levels. And by understanding how the market works, you would get that. Now let's take a look in history when the last time we were going to live beneath the 200-day moving average. This is a Bitstamp chart. All right. Keep in mind the 200 moving average is the purple line. All right, so the purple line's moving as new bars are being added to my chart here. All the way back down, we're at October 2016. We pierced it here at August 2016. And the last time we were beneath it was right there. All right, we were underneath in 2015. It's been 3 years, ladies and gentlemen, since we turned upward on the 200-day moving average. And some people consider the 200-day moving average the long-term trend in any asset class. Okay, this is not a good thing if you're a bull for Bitcoin. So this is another nail in the coffin for Bitcoin, and another one to kind of lead the process that Bitcoin is repeating the 2013 market. So let me show you when Bitcoin crossed the 200-day moving average definitively for the last time. All right, so here's the time we crossed it to the upside that I just showed you, December. And here's the time that it last finally crossed the 200 moving average. Okay, August 10th. Now, what I want you to notice is kind of something that I pointed out earlier about the 50-day moving average currently, is that when you cross below a 200-day moving average, and there's a bit more that goes into this, just in terms of the market cycle. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I've been talking that we're here in this market cycle, and now we're breaking down this 200-day moving average. So now we're possibly here in this market cycle. Notice we do not touch the declining 200-day moving average. Notice we don't touch it from August 2014, and we only cross it again in June of 2015. All right? From August to June, that's basically 10 months. That's basically 10 months until we hit the 200-day moving average again. Okay? Now, I do want you to notice that we bottomed before then. The ultimate bottom in Bitcoin in this particular cycle was here, well below the 200-day moving average. It was actually, what's the low here, 152? Low of 152. So we were 63% below the 200-day moving average on the day that Bitcoin actually finally bottomed. Okay? And it still took it a little while before the price recovered above the 200-day moving average. All right, does that make sense? Does that make sense? So, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin has completely shifted. And I'm sorry if you don't believe me, guys. I'm sorry if you can't believe it. But all I have to say is that the price action indicates trend. Trend derives price. Price is what gives you profit or loss. Okay, it's an ABC relationship. They all correlate to one another, and without a major change in market direction or shift, this market is headed lower, and I think it's headed a lot lower. And what you do with that time while it's headed lower is you get educated. You get educated. You take the time to learn about the trading cycles, learn about the market cycles, learn about how to spot bottoms, okay? Learn about how to do all these things. Just as I was talking about the parabolic move during the run-up trying to prepare you for the top, now I'm talking about the bearish drop trying to prepare you for the bottom. You have to prepare for tops and bottoms. You have to play the market cycles. You have to play the market smart and not emotionally. Not emotionally, okay? I'm not emotionally invested in Bitcoin going lower, to be quite frank with you. That's what I see in the charts. So I'm fairly certain in my assessment of the charts, but I'm not emotionally invested to Bitcoin going lower. It'll take a bit of a shock to my system to see Bitcoin going higher, but if the market shows technical action in that direction, I will change my viewpoint. All right, the market is like a poker or a blackjack game where the next card that is played shifts the odds in or out of your favor, and you have to take things accordingly when you're trading. All right. And if you guys can learn to see this on your own, that's extremely powerful. And that's something that's going to change the trajectory of your accounts. And that's what Real Crypto is all about, as a channel and a community. That's why I'm starting the Real Crypto Power Hour. That's why I'm doing the trading courses, because when you guys can see these large picture, these large picture moves, these large term time frames, the very large trends, and you're able to navigate the intermediate and small term trends, when you can put all that together, ladies and gentlemen, you can change your accounts, you can become profitable, and at that point you can do whatever you want to do, and that's what Real Crypto is all about. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me today. Maybe that's not what you expected out of a technical analysis video today, but there's not much to say. Bitcoin's broken down from the bear flag, and we're looking for a little bit of a continuation. There's a possibility we do get a bit of a bounce. Some people I respect are calling for that, but I don't believe the bounce will be of much amplitude. I don't think the bounce will be of a super amplitude. I think that the market is coming to the realization that we're in a downtrend, and as more people realize that, unfortunately, they're going to leave the market. What I urge you to do, and what I urge you to pass around the community, whether it be by sharing this video, my channel, or just talking to them individually, not even about my message, is to don't leave the markets, but use this as a time to educate yourselves, not by losing money in the markets, but by literally educating yourselves about trading, about market cycles, about learning tops and bottoms, trading patterns, reversing patterns. And even if you have a very long-term perspective, doesn't mean that you can't buy at a technically good area. All right? You can. If you guys have a long-term perspective, don't you want to hold from low levels? People say buy low, sell high. Well, if you don't understand about the markets and technical analysis, you don't know what low means. Okay, low is an abstract word if you don't understand technical analysis. Low has no context in terms of anything if you don't understand how to read charts. So, anyways, guys, sorry, that's me on my high horse. Real Crypto on his high horse, kind of, trying to get you guys excited about learning this and not just trading this. You have to learn it to trade it. Learn before you trade. I think that's my new message, because I've seen a lot of people talk about some damage that they've incurred, even by watching my videos. And I know I preach you guys to learn, but maybe I don't do it enough. Learn and then trade. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. I will see you in the Real Crypto Power Hour tomorrow morning, and I will see you next time.